And this wall is almost impenetrable, and this tank is out now, going to do even more damage, and tank tech on the way. Once this tank gets up, oh my goodness, once this tank gets up, it's going to be very hard to bust in here, and Blue Zerg realizes that, and is backing out, going to try and go back and kind of macro up, in a sense. But this bunker is still here, and I think the Zerg player has plenty enough to take this out. Bunker's going to go down, but the bunker's done its job, taking out this early expansion, and just very effective harass with 2 bunkers. Now this base is almost impenetrable, and fLumbY's looking to move out and secure another expansion here, but the Zerglings are running out. If they could have ran in here, no, but the Marines are blocking the way. I think he realizes, no, I don't think he realizes that he's moving out with his buildings like that, because he still sees this wall here. He should go in there and see that. If he sees that, he could go through here. But it's too late, as this second wall has been fortified and these tanks are up, so it's going to be very hard for him to bust in here with just Zerglings. And the Blue Zerg, Edward has elected to go for a hidden expansion here at the 6 o'clock position. So if he can get that up and running, he will be able to try and catch up here economically, as fLumbY has his second expansion up. And is going to be saturating that very soon here. And here we go with fLumbY getting up his second expansion, muling up his second expansion, and he is in very good position. Only 2 harvesters in front, but he is getting missile turrets up because he is feeling impending mutalisks, because mutalisks are very good against Terran for harass, and the kind of standard build for Zerg against Terran is this Muta Baneling Zergling play here. He has Banelings and Zerglings, so I think fLumbY's just expecting Mutalisks, because that is the third piece of the puzzle here. But the Spire has not gone up. Oh, the Spire has gone up, but I do not know where. Oh, the Spire has gone up here, kind of hidden, so that if fLumbY scans this area, he will not see this Spire over here. Edward also expanding again at his natural position, so if fLumbY comes and sees this expansion, he'll know it's late and might suspect something, but I don't know. So these Zerglings just hanging out here at the Xel'Naga Watchtower. While fLumbY is getting ahead here, you can see he almost has double the economy of the Zerg player, and this is bad for Zerg. When you're Zerg, playing against any other race besides Zerg, you want to be either an expansion ahead or even more for the economy, because the one big advantage that Zerg has from Terran and Protoss is that they can expand so easily with this 300 mineral hatchery. And Edward is pulling ahead now because he has 3 base, he's on 3 base, 2 saturated, 1 is becoming saturated. So Edward will start to pull ahead here at the income tab, while he is upgrading his centrifugal hooks for the Banelings, as well as pneumatized carapace, which allows the Zerg overlords to move faster. And lots of Zerg players, high-level Zerg players, like to do this just to use, because then they can use their overlords to scout the enemy base very easily. Meanwhile, fLumbY has gotten out Thor, so he's still really preparing for this Muta attack here with turrets all across his base, at his mineral line, and at his expansion mineral line. So he'll be very ready for these mutas that are supposed to be coming out. He has his Spire up, but I do not think he has any mutalisks out yet. Nope, he has 59 drones, but no mutalisks. So fLumbY scanning here sees the Banelings and the Zerglings, but those Banelings might be able to take out this barracks here, but I don't think so, since these tanks will just shell away like 8 Banelings before they can even touch the this barracks. He's sacked his bunker here for another barracks. We have 4 barracks here, not producing anything. On the units tab, we see that the Terran has 3 Thors, and he is loading up something. He is loading up a drop force of SCVs to do something. Not quite sure. So these SCVs are going out somewhere. Here's the Thor ship. That's what he's going to do. So this Thor ship, he's going to do that harassment which I talked about earlier, where he puts one Thor up here and a bunch of SCVs to either repair the Thor or put up turrets here so that Mutas cannot take down this expansion. This is a very hard position to take down once there's a Thor and SCVs up here to repair it and make turrets. And Edward sees this, he knows it's here. This Thor is going to start doing mad damage, taking down this extractor. He needs Mutalisk or something to take down this this harassment. And he is making Mutalisk. He's making 18 Mutalisk. 18, wow. 18 Mutalisk on the tab. The Mutalisk come up, but if they can get here before the turrets come up, no. And Thors are very good against Mutalisk because their Javelin missiles do 14 damage against these light air units, and it is splash damage. So this Thor is going to start shelling away at this hatchery, and these Mutalisks are not going to be able to challenge here with all these missile turrets up. And these missile turrets, and he is going for the Thor. He's trying to focus down the Thor with the matchbox technique, which if spread out, Mutalisk won't take splash damage. He's trying to take down this Thor, but it's not enough. This Thor is being repaired constantly by these SCVs, and these turrets are just shooting away at these Mutalisks. So instead, the Zerg player elects to attack. He's going to try and break through here, but these tanks are just going to take down these Banelings. This is bad position to be morphing Banelings within the sphere of the tanks. And these Thors here to back up the from against the Muta harass, these tanks won't be touched for a long time. And he's just running in here and getting his Mutas destroyed. In the units lost tab, we see the Zerg player has lost way too many resources here. 87 units lost. And the third expansion for fLumbY going up at the Island Expo. And Zerg is just testing the waters here, but there are how many tanks here? 3 tanks, that's perfectly enough to destroy any attacking Zergling force at least. So this is very good positioning for the Terran player. And he's going Mass Thor, Siege Tank, and Marine. This is a very interesting build here. These Thors are so powerful, and look how many Thors he has. He has 3, 6, 8 Thors. Thors do so much damage. And back here, this Thor has been taken out. I wasn't quite sure how that was taken out. I missed that. But not quick enough because this expansion was destroyed. So now the Zerg is on 2 base while the Terran is on 3 base, and this is very bad. Because now the Zerg is behind in economy. It's actually keeping up because he has so many more harvesters, but once this expo gets fully saturated, you can look to see these numbers go way up. So the Zerg is massing more Zerglings, so we're seeing this Zergling, Baneling, Mutalisk play right now. He's going out with his drone, probably to expand again, probably at this position, yeah. So this Zergling Baneling army is just kind of a standing army, just playing defensively. But once fLumbY decides to go out with his 10 Thors, he's probably going to destroy like this army in seconds because Thors do so much damage. Thors do 33 damage, and he has +1/+1 on his vehicle upgrades, while the Zerglings have nothing, and Zerglings only have 35 health, and the Thors do 33 damage. So they basically one-shot Zerglings. And backed up against Marines, these Thors are going to do a lot of damage, and tanks. Tanks will just take out damage. 38 damage will take out a Zerglings. Just one blast takes out a whole AoE of Zerglings, and now we have 11 Thors. This Mass Thors is getting scary, and I don't even know if the Zerg is double expanding here, going for the Expo down here at the 6 o'clock position, while also going for this left side expansion. So he's going very aggressively. He's playing very aggressively in terms of economy, but he needs to tech up to different units right now. All he has is a Spire. He got his Infestation Pit, and now Edward is going for Ultralisk, which is a very good unit to use to break through these buildings, as well as to use against tanks and Thors. Ultralisks are basically good against anything at the ground because they do so much damage, but Thors are basically the Terran Ultralisk because they do so much damage, have so much health, and they're mechanized so they can be repaired. So this Thor army is getting really scary. Even getting Banshees out here now. Cloaking, let's see. Cloaking is not on the way, but these Banshees are probably going to be used, they're being used to kill Marines.